诺贝尔奖得主 Sir Richard Roberts 应台湾桥梁计划访台，2月5日于中央研究院以“为什么你该喜爱基因改造食品”为题发表演讲。Sir Richard Roberts 为新英格兰生物实验室首席科学官，他对真和生物基因结构与 RNA 剪接机制的突破性研究，于1993年与 Philip Sharp 共同获得诺贝尔生医奖。他的研究彻底改变科学界对真和基因的认知，奠定现代遗传学的重要基础，并对癌症研究等领域带来决定性进展。台湾桥梁计划由中研院携手台湾大学等多所学研机构与世界和平基金会共同推动。
Well, when I was, I think, 11, my father bought me a chemistry set. Sort of, the toy chemistry set. But in those days, chemistry sets were interesting. And I soon discovered you could make fireworks, you could make explosives with these chemicals. Fell in love with chemistry. I thought this was great. And I pursued that until I did a PhD. And then during the third year of my PhD, I got interested in molecular biology. I read some books, and I read one book in particular by John Kendrew called The Thread of Life, which was all about the origins of molecular biology. By the time I finished that book, I knew this was what I wanted to do with my life. So I became a molecular biologist. Well, I think someone who was incredibly important is a man called Kazu Kurosawa, who was a chemistry postdoc in the lab in Sheffield where I did my PhD. And I think he taught me more about how to do science than anybody else I've ever run into. I won't be satisfied until the European Union changes their minds about the laws on GMOs. So I think some good things have happened. So there have been quite a few improvements over the course of the time. So, for instance, Mark Linus and so on, and a number of people have changed their minds about GMOs. I don't think because of me necessarily, but because of what other people have been saying. And there are some countries that have adopted GMOs, and I feel I've had some influence in some of those decisions. But ultimately, the European Union needs to change the law because at the moment, they still are opposed to GMOs. They make it very difficult to use GMOs. Greenpeace have taken that and go around the world spreading these falsehoods about science. I mean, they do not tell the science properly. And I think the reason they continue to do it is because of money, because this has been the best fundraising campaign they ever had. The anti-GMO people want to claim that they're dangerous. And the pro-GMO people will tell you that the science says they're perfectly safe. Oh, the science is excellent. You couldn't wish for better science. There's zero science saying they're dangerous. Not one piece of science says that they're dangerous. And millions, literally millions of people have been eating them over the last 30 years. All of the animals in Europe that are grown for livestock production, they're all fed GMOs. There's not been a problem with them. So how can you maintain that these things are dangerous? And well, you do it because this is how you raise funds for your organization. So it's typical money, money, money. Well, I think when the first time that I was given the idea that one should take advantage of luck was when I was, I think, probably 17 or 18 years old, and I was playing snooker, which is a game like pool. And I was actually pretty good at it. I was playing in a tournament, and I was trying to pot one red ball, and it didn't work. And I did pot another one by mistake. And as a result, when I took the next shot, I didn't make the shot that I was hoping for. And afterwards, an old man came up to me and he said, when you get a lucky break like that, you've got to learn to take advantage of it. You've got to concentrate twice as hard on your next move to make sure the luck wasn't lost. And That stayed with me for my entire life. Well, I think the thing to do is to find something, some aspect of science that you love to do, and then make a career out of it. Because if you find the thing that you really love to do, it's your hobby. And so you're very happy. You get up on a Monday morning, you say, great, I got to go to the lab. And on Friday, you say, what am I going to do over the weekend until it's Monday so I can get back to the lab again? Those people are very, very happy. And you don't need to earn a lot of money to be happy. You need to have a job that you love doing that brings you a lot of satisfaction.